Hey, hello guys. So I'm audible to everyone. Please do let me know in the chat if I'm audible, if you can hear me. Okay, great. So I think we can start with the session. And in today's session, we'll be talking about the vector database. So we'll implement also, we'll discuss about the Pinecone database, vector database. I will show you how to do setup of the Pinecone database, and I will try to create a small bot also. And in the next class, I will show you how you can implement end-to-end chatbot. Got it? So we'll discuss two vector database. In today's session, I will be talking about the Pinecone, and in the next class, we'll be talking about the Chroma DB. So there is two database which I'm going to talk about, and we'll try to discuss the concept of the embedding and all, and I will show you how you can generate the API key regarding the Pinecone, how to create an index, how to create a cluster. Each and everything we'll talk about in today's session. So far I discussed so many things in this community series. So first of all, let me show you all those things. So for that, guys, what you need to do, you need to go through with the iNeuron website, and here you need to go inside this course section. Just click on this course section, and here you will find out this community program. So just click on this community program. There are various options you will find out, like DSA, generative AI, machine learning, and SQL. So just click on this generative AI, and here we have a dashboard for the generative AI. Now there you will find out two dashboard. One is for Hindi and the second is for English. So just click on the dashboard. Now here you need to sign in first. So after sign in, actually, first you need to sign up if you are new on this portal, and then you need to log in, and finally you can enroll inside the course. So this is completely free. We are not charging anything for this particular course. Now here I already enrolled inside this course. So here I just need to click on this go to course. So here, guys, let me show you the dashboard. This is the dashboard. So far I covered eight sessions. So far I discussed like so many things, and I this is day 9 actually, and here you can see the till day 8. And yesterday I talked about the vector database. I talked about the deployment as well. If you will go and check with this particular session, so I discuss about the deployment as well in the initial class, and after that I move to the vector database. There I have explained you the theoretical concept regarding the vector databases and all. I talked about the embedding, and now in today's class we're gonna implement all those things. So here just click on the resource section. You will find out the resources. Actually here okay, I already shared the resources, so in some time it will be available over here. But if you want the project, if you want the resources, so for that you can visit my GitHub also. There I uploaded the project which I have implemented, and all the steps regarding the project. So how to deploy that and all. So each and everything I have written over here inside the README file. So let me show you that where it is. The native AI. Yeah, this one. So just go ahead with this particular link, this particular project. So here you just need to search Sunny Savita GitHub. There you will find out all the repository. You will get my repository, and then just go ahead with this generative AI. This is your project, and there is all the steps regarding the deployment and all. Don't worry, in some time it will be available in the resource section also. So I already share with my team, and they will be uploading inside the resource section. Got it? Now here, see, this is all about the deployment, but apart from that, I had talked about the vector databases. Now, vector database wise, I have discussed the theoretical stuff only. So, what is a vector? How the vector database works? What is the meaning of the embedding? What is the pros and cons of the embedding? And the like different encoding technique. Each and everything I talked about over here. Now, in today's class, we'll see the implementation of it. Apart from this, okay, so here is dashboard. Now, apart from this resources and the lecture, you will find out the quizzes and the assignment also. And after completing this course, so which we are going to complete soon because this is just a foundation course. So we are will be taking 4 to 5 more classes, and after completing this course, you can generate a certificate from here. So just click on this particular option, and you can generate the certificate after completing this course, right? So you will get a certificate for the Foundation Generative AI. So this is the name of this course. And apart from this one, so apart from this basic course, you will find out one more course over the iNeuron platform. So for that, just go inside the course section right here itself, and let me show you. Just click on this generative AI, right? So once you will go with the course, and here you will click on the generative AI. Now inside that, right, inside that you will find out the paid course, right, which we are going to launch next month from 14 January onwards. So our first class will be on 14 January onwards, and here you will find out like we are giving you the discount and all. So 40% discount is there, and the price is as of now 6,000. You can talk with our sales team and all. They will give you the detail. They will give you the complete detail regarding this particular course. Now the timing will be from 10 to 1 p.m. IST in morning, and here after the like class, we have a doubt session also, which is going from 1 to 2. Not 1 to 2 basically. So until we are not going to solve all the doubts and all. So definitely will be taking the doubts, okay, and that will be the live doubt session only, where you can interact with the mentor, whoever taking class at that particular time, means in a live class itself. So yeah, definitely you can ask the doubts in a live doubt session right after the class. Now this course duration is around 5 months, and the mode will be in English. Okay, so the date basically we have modified. So the date is going to be course is going to be start from 20th of Jan, right? Now, apart from that, you will find out the instructor. So here is the instructor of this course: Chris sir, Sudhanshu sir, me, and Buppy. So these four will be your mentor who is going to take this entire course. And now here you will find out the curriculum also. So this is the curriculum which we have divided into several modules. So you can go through with the curriculum. We have covered each and everything which is like industry relevant, and from basic to advanced we are covering each and everything about the generative AI, embeddings, or a large language model, different frameworks, open source model, fine tuning. And apart from that, there are so many things, security compliances and all, which you're going to talk about after creating a project, evaluation matrices of LLM, each and everything whatever required on an industry level, whenever you are going to work on any sort of a use case, on any sort of a project, which we are going to discuss over here, right? So here you can go with the website, you can check about the curriculum, and if you want something, if you have any sort of a query, you can directly ask me. You can connect with the sales team, they will be clarifying it. Now this is all about the course, right? So I hope guys you have seen on this particular course. Now coming to the YouTube channel, so where you will find out all the video apart from the dashboard. So here let me show you, let me search over the iNeuron. So this live is going on, and here see guys, once you will click on the iNeuron YouTube channel, go inside the live section. There you will find out all the recordings, like whatever we have discussed so far inside this community session. So it is in a live section, you can go and check, and you can learn from here also. And if you want a detail, so each and every detail we have kept inside the description. So once you will check with the description of this video, you will find out all the details over here, right? So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now if you have any question, you can ask me, and then we'll start with today's topic. So how work LLM with insight and complex calculation on business data? So definitely we're going to talk about it in our project, right? So there will solve a different use cases and all. Here actually I shown you that how to call the API, how to read the models, and we have solved one basic problem statement, that is MCQ generator. So business wise, organization wise, specific use cases wise also, we can use this like LLMs and all, and definitely we'll be talking about in our different project, in our other project, and there we'll try to discuss more about use cases, more use cases, basically use cases, application, and their domains. Okay. Which one will be good for the streaming data vector? So as of now, we're going to talk about the vector database, and right after that, I will discuss about more vector databases and the graph databases also, right? So as of now, the vector databases, actually it is good, right? And I will give you the comparison and all while I will teach you that. So don't worry, just be in the class. Everything I will be clarify here itself in the live class. Okay. So if you have any sort of a doubt, guys, you can ask me. You can ask me in the chat. I'm up for the questions and the doubts. How to design the prompts and all. So guys, here if you will see, if you will look into my session, which where I have discussed, I think, each and everything, right? So on a foundation level, so there I took like a few specific time for the prompt also, right? So how to design the prompt, what is the meaning of the different prompt, how to construct the prompt, what is a few short prompting, what is a like zero short prompting, each and everything I have discussed inside my session. Now how to design the prompt, so you will definitely will get it once you will go through with my session. So I would request to all of you, if you haven't attended my session and if you are asking any question related to the prompt, LLMs and all, so first visit my session and then automatically this all the doubts will be clarified. Okay. How organization are hesitant to adopt generative AI. So just go and check with my first session, where I have discussed the detailed introduction of a generative AI. Why the organization should use the generative AI, what is the pros and cons, if we are going to train any model from scratch, if we are using any pre-trained model which has been trained on a huge amount of data, how we can reduce the cost and how we can get effectiveness, each and everything you will get it in my first session. So please check with the day one after this session, and there I discuss everything regarding to this generative AI. Okay. Great. So now I think we can start with the, yeah, we are going to discuss about the chat interaction also, chat interaction with the database. And in today's class itself, in today's session itself, I will show you this thing. Got it? So finally, let's start with the session. Let's start with the topic. Now the topic is what? The topic is a vector database. Don't worry, guys. Here the project will be available here inside the resource section. If you will check with the day 8, so there I will give my GitHub link. I already shared with the team, and within a within few minutes they will upload it over there. Got it? Now let's start with the session. So today actually we're going to discuss about the vector databases. Yesterday I given you the introduction of this vector database. Now let's see how does it work. Now if you will look into this slide, so here I have mentioned each and everything, that what all thing you're going to learn. So what is a vector database, why we need vector database, how vector database work, use cases of the vector database, widely used vector database, right? And practical demo using Python and LangChain, and there we are going to use OpenAI as well. So these are the things basically which we need to understand related to this vector databases. And yesterday I have already given you the introduction about it. So here I have written each and everything on top of the blackboard, and I try to explain you that how this vector database works, right? So there are like so many technique. Okay, so vector means what? Vector, I here I explain you what is the meaning of the vector. in a layman term, and there I have explained you about, here I have explained you about the vector, right? So how to define the vector, how to write the vector. It's nothing, just a set of value. And how to write it down, so we write it down in a square bracket, right? So here actually see, this is my vector which I have written. So there might be a column vector, row vector, each and everything I discussed in my previous session, right? Now after that I talked about the encoding. So let's say we have a data, and that data we want to pass to my model. Now here in between actually we'll have to perform the encoding of the data, because we directly cannot pass the data to my model, right? Text we cannot pass to my model, because model is nothing, just a mathematical equation. So yes, definitely it won't be able to like calculate something by using those text data. So definitely we'll have to convert those data into a numbers. So for that we have a different techniques. If we are talking about deep learning, so where we have a two technique, right? So first is without deep learning, the second is with the deep learning. Now in the without deep learning you will find out like there are so many like techniques. So here I have written couple of, which is very famous, like document metrics, TF-IDF, n-gram, one hot encoding, and integer encoding, which we generally use while we are doing a encoding. And here right hand side I have written a technique which work along with the neural network. So word to back is there, fast text is there, almo is there, bert is there, transformer itself is there, right? Glove vector is there, but it's not a DL based technique. I told you that it's a matrix factorization based technique. So here I'm not going to explain you the mathematics behind such techniques, whatever I have written over here. Here I'm just giving you the glimpse. I'm just talking about the vectors, I'm just talking about the embedding. That's why I've given you this overview. Got it? Because if I'm going into the mathematics, so only 1 week will be required for this encoding techniques, for the word embedding and all, along with the implementation. So here I'm just giving you the overview and trying to explain you the meaning of the embedding and vectors. So if I was talking about the like here, if I was talking about here the disadvantage of this frequency based technique which we are using without DL, means without neural network. So here actually see, this was the disadvantage of this particular technique. So first was the sparse matrix. If we are using any such matrix, right? So any such technique like document matrix, TF-IDF, n-gram, one hot encoding, or integer encoding, so there actually we are going to generate a sparse matrix. But let's say we are not going to generate a sparse matrix, but in a long time we are not able to sustain a context. It is going to be a contextless or meaningless. Okay, now here it's going to be a contextless or it's going to be a meaningless this particular technique. So that's why this embedding concept came into the picture. It is also a vector, but it's a dense vector, right? And the way of generating this vector is a little bit different compared to this technique. Now here actually we are using a neural network. We are going to design our data in such a way. So we are having two column, one is a independent column and one is a target column, and then we are passing that particular data to my model, and automatically it is generating, so automatically it is generating a vector, right? So how it is doing that, how it is going to create a like independent column, and how it is going to create a text this target column. So that's a itself there is a separate process for that, and definitely I will record one video for that, like one end-to-end video for the encoding techniques and all, and I will put over the iNeuron YouTube channel, so you can go and check in detail, right? So there I will be writing all the mathematical equations and all. As of now, just giving you the intuition. So here I given you the intuition, one high level intuition, how this techniques is working, this word embedding technique. So here is the sparse matrix, so sparse matrix which I have created. So here you can see, this is what, this is my data. So from this particular data I want to I will generate the vocabulary, and based on, so this, let's say this is what, this is my vocabulary over here. Now from that particular vocabulary I am going to generate my vector. So here I given you the example of the one hot encoded vector, and you can see here this is very sparse vector, right? This is very sparse vector which I have generated regarding this particular document, regarding this particular sentence, right? Now if we are talking about the word embedding, now how it is generating a vectors, right? How it is generating a vectors regarding the data. So see, let's say we have a data, and from that data I'm going to create a vocabulary, and from those vocabulary I'm going to create a features. So here let's say this is my vocabulary, and this is the feature. So we'll assign the value between 0 to 1 to each and every vocabulary based on a feature. So here you can see, I'm talking about the king. So king is having a gender, yes, so here is 1. Queen is having a gender, so she's female actually, so here is a 0. I'm talking about the male here. So man is 1, woman is 0, monkey is 1. So like this, I will be giving a number, and this is my one vector. This is my one vector which is representing this king based on this particular feature. Now if you will look into this particular vector, so this is a dense vector, right, which is having so many information compared to this vector which is a sparse one, right, and where we are not able to sustain any sort of a context. So this is called a word embedding. Now if we are talking about a word embedding technique, so it has been invented by the Google, and they have trained the neural network on a huge amount of data. That was the Google News article, right? So the model basically which they have trained, if you will look into the model, if you will download the model, so there you will find out a vector which is having a 300 dimension. In every vector actually they have a 300 dimension. So you can use the pre-train embedding, you can use the pre-trained embedding if you are going to train your model. So you can pass the data to that particular model, and automatically it will generate an embedding based on a pre-trained model, or else you can create your own embedding as well. Both thing is possible. So in our case actually we are going to use OpenAI embedding. So I will show you how to use OpenAI embedding. OpenAI also is having one class, so embedding class. By using that we can generate a embedding. So whatever data we have we can pass to that particular model, and we can generate a embedding, right? So don't worry, I will show you that how to generate a embedding from the OpenAI class, from the OpenAI model. And here is just a glimpse of the word embedding which I shown in my previous lecture. So I hope till here everything is fine, everything is clear. Now let's move to the vector database. Tell me guys, everything is fine, everything is clear, yes or no? Yes, it is possible to read Excel using LangChain without any data loss. Yes, it is possible. We can read the Excel, and I think I've shown you how to load the documents. Just check with the documentation. They already given you the code snippet. Use that particular snippet. Okay, code snippet. Can change timing for the paid AI course evening. I think the course timing is in morning. I will have to check with my team related to that. So yeah, if there will be any sort of a changes, then definitely you will get to know about it. Okay, and I will update you. Tell me guys, till here everything was fine. So can we start with a new concept now? Because here I have explained you something regarding to this vector database, and then only I will move to the practical implementation. Great. So let's start with the session now. So here in this PDF, you can see I written something that what is a vector database. Now, first of all, let me open my pen. Oh, just a second. Great. Now here you can see guys, I'm talking about that what is a vector database. Now a vector database is a database used for storing high dimension vector such as word embedding or image embedding. So we can convert our text data into embeddings, even we can convert our image data also into the embedding, and this embedding is nothing, it is a vector. So it's a vector actually, and it is not a two-dimension vector or one-dimension vector or three-dimension vector. It's a high-dimension vector. As I told you, I was talking about this word embedding, word to back. Actually, this is a model. This word to back has been trained by the Google, and this trained by the Google on a news article, right? On a news article, and they have generated the embedding from those particular data, from that particular data, and the embedding size was a 300. So actually, see, the vector which they were generating, the size was the 300 over there. So here, if you're talking about the word embedding, so it is nothing, it is just a vector, and it's a high dimension vector, right? So the size can be anything over here. So once I will show you this OpenAI vector, OpenAI OpenAI embedding vector. So the size of the OpenAI embedding vector around 1600, right? So there you will find out a 1600 value inside one vector. Like, okay, so yeah, and even over here, see, I'm talking about the word embedding, so it is not related to the text data, it is related to the image data also. Means regarding the image data also, we can generate a embedding, and yes, it is possible. So over here you can see, so this is a dog images PDF, whatever document we have, so related to that particular document, we can generate a embedding, and this is nothing, this is a vector, which is, and what is a vector? Tell me. The vector is nothing, it's a set of value, and which we are going to store somewhere in our vector database. Now here, if we are talking about the vector database, so there is two terms. One is vector and the second is database. So this database, actually, it's a very common term which we like, I think we all knows about this database. So if we are talking about this database, or during our during our semester, or during our college, or maybe if you are working in an industry, so definitely once in a while we interact with this database, right? So if we are talking about the database, so there you will find out two type of database. So the first database is called SQL based database, and the second type of database is called NoSQL database, right? So where we don't have to write it down the SQL, where we no need to create any sort of a schema, a pre-defined schema. So that comes under inside the NoSQL database, and there we have a different type of the databases, like key value pair, graph based database, and document based database, right? So there is a different type we have of the inside the NoSQL database. And here if we are talking about the SQL based database, so there you will find out only one type, where we can store our data in the form of predefined schema, in the form of table, in the form of row and columns, right? Now what is this vector database? So vector database, actually, see, if we are talking about the database, so definitely some server will be required for the computation and all, right? And if we are talking about the database, definitely some space will be required for storing something. If we are if we are installing the MySQL in our local system, so have you seen that we are installing the MySQL server, and it is getting it is occupying some sort of spaces also in our system, right, for storing the data in the form of physical file. The logical view is a table, but yeah, in the backend, actually it is storing our data in some physical format. So here, see, we have a database, so definitely some computation will be required, and memory also will be required. So here we are talking about specifically this vector database. So we are storing a vector now. So how this database, this vector database, is different from the SQL and NoSQL database? Now let's try to look into that, and we'll try to understand the differences between these like SQL, NoSQL, and this vector database, and why we should use this database, why we should use this vector database, why we should not use this SQL and NoSQL database. We'll try to understand that also. So first of all, let me do one thing. Let me move to the next slide, and let me explain you. So here, I have written that why we need a vector database. See, over 80 to 85% data which is there in the world as of now, so there is a unstructured data. Now, what comes inside this unstructured data? So unstructured data means the data basically which is not a structured one, like images. Okay, so we have images, we have a videos is nothing, just a collection of images, collection of the frames. If you have heard about this FPS, frame per second, that is nothing, that is a measurement unit of this videos. Okay, in 1 second how many frame is getting processed. So here we are talking about the images. So the image data, actually, it comes under this unstructured data, where we have a pixel, right? Pixel which we are going to form in the which we are going to collect in the form of grid, right? So pixel value usually will find out from 0 to 255. Got it? So that is what there is a images, right? There is a images. Now if we are talking about the unstructured data, those text data, the text which I am writing, that also comes inside this unstructured data. Data is there, voice data is there, right? So voice is there, text is there, images there, videos is there. So this is called unstructured data, and most of the data which you will find out which you will find out in today's world, in today's era, so that is a unstructured one only. So on a different platform like Facebook, Instagram, what we are doing, we are uploading videos, we are uploading the images, we are uploading the reels, this, that, whatever, right? So this platform, this application are taking a data. So we are uploading up like different type of like data, right? Like images, videos, and all. Those are called unstructured data. So I hope you got a clear cut idea regarding this unstructured data. Now let's move to the next slide. That's why I've written over here. So if you're talking about the SQL based data or relational data or traditional data, so here is some example which is a very famous database, data DBMS actually. MySQL is there, Postgre is there, SQLite is there, Oracle is there, right? There are different relational database you will find out, which we have learned once in a while, means in our college days, in our in the organization itself, in the company itself, right? Or during the training. So we have interacted with this relational database and this traditional database, and we have seen the SQL also, like how the SQL works, how to write it on the syntax and all in a SQL. So we all know about the basics of the SQL, right? If we are talking about the relational database, so we usually write the SQL query over there, right, for interacting with this relational databases. Now here, I think you got to know the idea that what is a relational database, and here we have a problem related to the data. That most of the data basically there is a unstructured data. Now just see over here. Let's say, if we are going to store this data, if we are going to store, if we are going to store this a particular data like images, videos, and all inside the vector database, right? So not inside the vector database. First let me explain you inside the first let me tell you that inside the this traditional database or inside the relational database, so what will happen, see. So let's say here we have a traditional database like MySQL, and here if I'm going to store the image inside the MySQL, right? We have an image, and that a particular image I'm going to install or I'm going to save inside the MySQL. Now guys, see, definitely I can do that. I will be able to do that. I will be able to save the image. So it is having this capability where we can store the binary object. So there is one way actually we can convert this particular image in a VS4 string, and I can save it. But here guys, see, if we are going to save this particular image, if we are going to save this particular image inside the traditional database, so here I will have to define a schema, right? I will have to define one schema there. Let's say if I'm going to store this image directly, so we won't be able to get it now. So this image belong to cat, dog, or which dog actually. So if we will look into this dog, so this dog specifically is having some property, right? So this dog is specifically having some property, some, let's say this dog belong to this particular breed, that particular breed, right? Now this dog is a yellow, brown, or black, something like that. So this dog itself is having some property. So if we are going to store this data directly in MySQL, in that case, let's say we are not passing any sort of a label, anything over here, right, regarding this particular dog, or directly we are going to store this dog, okay, dog image inside my MySQL. Now over here, let's say I have converted into a BS4 string, or let's say I have just converted into a binary object. So in that case, I won't be able to identify it. I won't be able to identify it. This is the first problem. The second problem basically, so if you want to identify it, so for that basically we'll have to create a proper schema. So schema in case, so let's say there is an image of the dog, right? There is an image of the dog, then there is a color of the dog, then there will be a breed of the dog, right? And there will be a label means this is the dog, or let's say there is a cat, something like that. So if we are going to store this type of data in MySQL, definitely I can do that. But here is some problems we have. First problem, right, if we are directly storing it, so definitely we won't be able to identify it, right? So whether it's a dog, cat, or whatsoever. The second thing, we'll have to define a proper schema. And the third thing is what? So we'll have to define a proper schema where we'll be having a different variable. Now the third thing is what? So here actually see, this SQL database. Let's say we are going to store it over there. Now, whenever we talk about the text or images with respect to this generative AI or LLMs, actually we have to perform one operation that is called similarity search, right? Similarity search. So I will show you what is this particular operation, similarity search. Actually, see, whenever we are going to store this data, this dog image inside the traditional database, inside the relational database, so the first problem which occur related to the identification. If we are going to create a better schema, that is also fine, but we cannot perform this similarity search. Actually means, let's say there is a dog. Now I want to find out the dog which is having a similar property, right? Which is having a similar property like this dog. So it is not possible in MySQL database, right? In like traditional database or in relational database, right? So this similarity search or this query, actually this will be a very difficult. If we are going to query, right, after storing the data based on some property, it's going to be a very difficult. So that's why we don't use this relational database. And the same problem occur with the NoSQL database also. There also we can store the data, we can store the embedding. Okay, so we can use, so I think today itself Chris sir has uploaded one video regarding the Cassandra where we can store the embedding, right? We can do that. But this vector database which is specifically designed for the like this embedding and all, so this gives you the better result compared to that, right? Somehow we are able to achieve this thing, means we are able to pass the label to the particular object whatever we are storing, and we are able to search also, right? Based on a similarity, we are able to make a query, we are able to perform the query, but actually it is not that much efficient, right? Whatever we want. So for that only this vector database has been designed. I hope you got a problem and you are getting my point, that why we are not storing this data inside the relational database. Got it? Now let's come to the next point, and the thing will be more clear to all of you. The next part here over here, if we are talking about the image, so image looks like this only. So where we have a three channel. So the first one is a R, then second is G, the third one is blue. Means B. So this is the RGB, means this colorful image, actually it is having a three channel. The first is called R, the second is called G, that is green, and the third is called blue, right? Now here, yes, definitely if we want to perform the embedding, right? So here if you want to perform the embedding, we can do it by using so here we can use like different embedding technique, as I told you, word to back, Almo, or any pre-trained embedding like which is available over the OpenAI, right? Which is available over the Hugging Face. So any embedding a model we can download, and we can pass our object to that particular model, right? And based on a training on like on whatever way basically it has been trained, so it will give you the embedding, right? Maybe you are not able to get this particular point, but once I will show you, right, once I will do it in a Python, definitely you will be able to understand. So what I'm trying to say over here, you can perform the embedding related any unstructured object. So here you can see we have a text, we have a audio, we have a image embedding is also possible, means we are going to convert images into a vector. Now here what I'm going to do, so here I'm going to download any pre-trained model, any pre-trained embedding model, and yes, by using that particular model we can convert our data into a vectors, we can perform the embedding. I hope this part is getting clear to all of you. So whether we have an image or text or voice, we just need to download the model, pre-trained model, and based on that we will be able to generate an embedding. If you want to train your own model, right, if you want to train your own model, that is also possible, that is also possible. Or let's say if you don't want to train your own model, you just want to fine tune the pre-trained model, that is also possible. So everything is possible. There is a three possibility. First is what? First is a, you can directly use the trained model. The second is what? Second is fine tuning. All right, fine tuning. And the third is what? Third is training from scratch. So here let me write it down, the third one. Third is nothing, third is training from scratch, right? everything is possible related to the embedding, and here it is nothing. So at the end we are going to generate a vector after passing the object. Now I hope you got a clear cut idea. Now if we are talking about the embedding, see what all embedding I will show you, what all like techniques basically which we have. So the first one, we can use this word to back, right? Directly we can use this word to back for generating an embedding. The second one, we have the Elmo, right? We can use the Elmo, and we can generate an embedding, right? Now the third one, basically we have the Hugging Face API also. In that also we have a several embedding models. So Hugging Face API. Now by using this API, Hugging Face API, we can download the embedding model, and we can pass our object to this particular embedding model, and it will give me the embedding, right? It will directly generate the embedding. The fourth one, we have this OpenAI API. So in the OpenAI API itself, so in the OpenAI itself, you will find out the embedding model, right? So there also we have an embedding. Here also we have an embedding, right, in the OpenAI itself. So we have a Hugging Face, we have a Elmo, word to back, and various model. Here I just written a couple of name, or two to three name, but we have a various model. If you search over the Google, you will find out the various way, right, to convert your data into a vectors, to convert your data into a embedded vector, right? Now here Hugging Face API is also very very popular for the embedding and all, and I will show you what all models we have, right? What all models we have inside the Hugging Face actually for converting our data into the embedding, right? And here in today's session we are going to use this OpenAI embedding, right? We'll be talking about the OpenAI embedding, how you can like get it, how you can access this particular class, and after passing a data, how you will be able to generate the embedded vector. So each and everything we're going to discuss in the live class itself, right? So I hope this slide is clear to all of you, and this slide, whatever I discussed regarding this MySQL and the sorry regarding this relational database and the NoSQL and the vector database, that part is also clear. Now here vector embedding is fine. So yes, we have the vector database. Now why we should use it? Because here actually this similarity search operation is possible. We can perform the similarity search after storing the vector and all. And yes, now here embedding example. So for that I kept some sort of example. Basically we can do the similarity search by making this cluster and all. This is the mathematical process actually. So vector, this is the 2D this is the 2D example of the vector embedding, as I told you now. So what is a vector? Vector is nothing, it's a set of the value in a like n dimensions. So here if I'm writing here, if I've written two value only, so it's a set of so actually it is representing a two dimension x and y, right? This first value is from the x-axis, the second value 5 is from the y-axis. Now we can do a similarity search. We can make a cluster actually. Let's say this two vector is near to each other, so we can say like they are having some similarity. This particular vector is having some sort of a similarity, like this also, this red one also. See, here is a vector, this first one, this is my one vector, this is my another vector, this is the third vector. So they are lying they are near to each other. So here I'm saying yes, this vector is having some similarity, this three vector. Now this one also, this also, this also, and this one. So this vector is having some similarity, this green one, right? This one. So like wise actually what I can do, I can perform this text similarity option, which is like which is little hard if we are going to store our data in MySQL, Postgre, right? Or maybe in other databases. So in that case, like we won't be able to see in MySQL and Postgre in relational database, it is like really hard, right? Because we are going to store our data not in terms of embedding, actually directly is going to store the object over there. And for that only we'll have to create a predefined schema. So it's going to little hard over here. Actually we don't never use this relational database for this embedding and all. Okay, so it's not our perfect choice. Yes, we can use the NoSQL database. In the NoSQL we can use the document with database, or else what we can do, we can use this row columnar database. That is also possible, like Cassandra and all. We can use this graph based database, right? Actually our graph-based database is not that much successful. There also you will find out some sort of a difficulties and all. I will tell you in further session. But yeah, we can use this raw columnar database and even the document database also. But yeah, the performance is it's not that much good. And here also we'll have to label the data and all. Directly we can store the embedding, but here actually along with the embedding there are so many things. Means we have to find out the similarity score, then we have to perform the similarity search. Here you can see clearly in the geometry, but mathematically how we can prove it? So for that there are so many things which we need to find out. So there will be a similarity score, right? Based on that similarity score we have to do a similarity search, right? Similarity search. So this is also there. So similarity score, similarity search, this vector database will give you everything. Vector database will give you the everything. So that's why we directly use this pre-configured vector database. And here also like it is running on some sort of a server, and there are also some computation and all which is included, which I let you know, right? So how to configure the cluster and all regarding this vector database. Yeah, so if we are going to store the data, store this like embedding in a NoSQL database, so here also we'll have to make some configuration, and it is not that much efficient. But this vector database actually it is giving us everything, where we just need to store the value, where we just need to store the data in the form of vector. That's it. Got it? Now here I hope this part is clear to all of you, this vector embeddings and all. Now let me go through with the next slide. So here again, same thing is there. So we have a embeddings, so we have a vectors, and along with that there will be a indexing. As I told you now, so if we are going to store this data, if we are going to store this particular data inside the NoSQL, right? If we are going to store this particular data inside the NoSQL databases, again we'll have to make some configuration and all according to the vector which we are going to generate. We'll have to conclude the, we'll have to write down the indexing and all, and maybe we'll have to write it on the label also to identify this embedding, right? So many thing is there, but we can do it by using the NoSQL. Now here, let's understand about the vector databases. Already I talked about it, and here you can see we have a data which we are going to store inside the traditional data. A vector database index and store vector embedding for faster retrieval and similarity search, right? So for the faster retrieval and similarity search, we always use this vector database instead of the traditional database. We never use this for storing the vectoring, for storing the this vector and all. Now use cases of the vector database. So here long-term memory for LLM, semantic search, similarity search, recommendation is there. The main thing is this one only, this semantic search and this similarity search. This concept, initially this concept has been introduced by the Google itself. If you search about this vector database, now it become too much popular after coming like different LLMs and all. And like this type of operation actually there are you will find out so many operation where you have the similarity search and the semantic search, semantic meaning and all, and where you have to sustain the long-term memory, right? So because of that, this vector database become too much popular. I hope this thing is clear to all of you about the vector database. Now where we have couple of name. Now this vector database, this files from the OpenAI side, right? So you will find out this files over the OpenAI website. Actually, it's a research of the Meta. Now here is a Web8, here is a ChromaDB, Pinecone is there, Redis is also there. So there are so many database, so many vector database you will getting, you will be able to find out. Now we are going to use this Pinecone and ChromaDB, and I will show you the Baby8 also, but not in today's session. Later on, after this, like Chroma and Pinecone. But in today's class, first I will start from the Pinecone because it is little simple compared to this ChromaDB and the Baby8. If we are talking about this ChromaDB and the Baby8, it is little tough to configure, not tough actually, compared to Pinecone it is like little harder. So first we'll start from the Pinecone itself, and there we'll try to build our small uh, like QA system, okay? And here and later on we'll be talking about this ChromaDB and the Web8. So let's start with the practical demo. So for that, what we can do, we can open our neural lab. So guys, tell me, are you ready? Yes or no? Please do let me know. The theory, whatever part I have discussed, whatever thing I have discussed through this PPT, those part is clear to all of you. Yes or no? Again, I will come to this one after implementing in a Python, right? After doing the practical stuff and all, and then again I will try to give you the revision, and then the understanding will be more concrete to all of you. Okay, tell me guys fast if you will say yes, then I will proceed further. Great. So let's start with the practical implementation now. So here you can see I opened my NeuroLab. Sorry, I opened my iNeuron website, and here you will find out this NeuroLab. So just click on this NeuroLab here, which you will find out over the website. Just go and search the website iNeuron.ai, and there you will find out a option, this NeuroLab option. Just click on that, and here you will get the interface, NeuroLab interface. So what you need to do, guys, here after opening it, you need to click on this start your lab. Okay, so once you will click on this start your lab, there you will find out various options like big data, data analytics, data science, programming, web development and all. So here click on this data science. As of now, we are working in this particular segment, data science. So there you will find out all the related tool, right? Whatever is required for the development. So here you will find out all the tool whatever is like related for the development, and here we are going to use this Jupyter lab. So just click on this Jupyter lab. After clicking on this data science, just click on this Jupyter lab, and here it will ask you the name. You can provide your name also. You can write it down your custom name. So the name which I'm going to write it down over here, so vector database, vector db. Okay, now what I will do, guys, here I don't want to clone any repository, so I'm saying no, I don't want to do it, and then proceed. So first you need to write down the name, and then just select this particular option, no only, just click on that, and then launch your Jupyter instance. So here you can see this instance is getting launched now. This instance is getting launched, and here after launching this instance you can click on this python 3 ipy kernel. So just click on this particular option, python 3 ipy kernel, and here you will get the file. Here you will get the untitled file. So you can do the right click on that, okay, on top of this file, and you can rename it. So just do the right click on this particular file, untitled.ipynb, and then click on this rename. Now here you can write down the name. So let's say the name is what? Pinecone DB, Pinecone Vector DB, Pinecone Vector DB. So here is the name. The name is what? The name is Pinecone Vector DB. Now I am ready for my implementation. I hope guys this is visible to all of you, and you can clearly see this particular Jupyter notebook. Please do let me know if you are able to do a setup. If you are able to launch your Jupyter notebook, then please do let me know. Please write it on the chat. I am waiting for your reply. Do it, guys, fast. Yes or no? I am waiting for your reply. If you have done all the setup, entire setup, then please do let me know in the chat. Sir, show one more time. Yes, I can show you one more time. So click, just open the NeuroLab. After opening the NeuroLab, here you will find out the option start your lab and my lab. So don't click on this my lab, because if you have already created a lab, then only you will get your labs, the lab template over here. So here what you can do guys, tell me. Here you can click on this if you are using the first time, right? If you are creating your lab first time, or see, we are doing first time now, we are launching this Jupyter notebook first time only throughout this generative AI community session. So click on this start your lab, and here you will find out a different template. So just go with the data science, and here click on this Jupyter template, and then give your name or keep it by default only. Click on no and then proceed. That's it. That's a process of that's a process, and it's a very simple. So please do it guys, and let me know, then I will writing down the code over here, waiting for your reply. If you can write down the chat, I think that is going to be great. And let me share this link also. Okay, I think let me check if I can share with all of you. Just a second. Great. So now let's start with the session. So let's start with the practical implementation. Okay. Now here, guys, you can see. So this is my Jupyter lab. Now I will be writing the code from scratch, and I will show you like whatever thing will be required. So definitely I will show you in between, and even I will show you that how you can generate a embedding, how you can save it, and will show you that how you can create a basic QA system, right, by using the OpenAI embedding. Now here is what. So here let's say so this is my blank notebook. So first of all, I need to install some library. So I believe that you are doing along with me. So please do it along with me, because today I will go very slow. This is going to be a very important session for further projects, the projects which we are going to do in our upcoming session. So please guys do it along with me, and I will be writing each and every line, each and every code in front of you only. So fine, let's start now. So here the first thing which we are going to install over here, that's going to be a LangChain. So here I'm going to install LangChain. Let me write it down over here. The second thing which we are going to install over here, that's going to be a Pinecone. So here let me write it down. Pip install pip install Pinecone. So if you want to use the Pinecone, so you will have to install this Pinecone client, right? I will come to the Pinecone. I will show you the Pinecone website also, but first let's try to install this particular module. So here the second thing is what? Pinecone client, CLIENT, right? The next thing which we are going to install over here, that's going to be a PyPDF. So here let me write it down, PyPDF. Okay, PyPDF, PY, okay, PyPDF. Now the fourth thing which we are going to install over here, that's going to be a OpenAI. So pip install OpenAI, right? So pip install OpenAI. And now there is one more library which we need to install. So here I can write it down, pip install Tickton. So let me just give you the name, uh, tick token. So there is a library tick token. So this is the library which you need to install, tick token. So actually this library is a important one if we are going to call the OpenAI embedding. So it's a utility actually for that particular class, for the embedding class. Got it. Now what I will do here, so I will run it, and it will be installing all the packages in my current workspace. So here you can see guys, my all the package is getting installed. So meanwhile I can show you this Pinecone. So meanwhile I can show you the Pinecone, just a second. So just open your Google, and here search about the Pinecone. Just write it on the Pinecone, Pinecone. Pinecone. So once you will once you will like write it on this Pinecone, and you will hit enter. So here you will find out the Pinecone website, https www.pinecone.io. Now click on that. Now open this particular website. Now here guys, after clicking on that, you will find out this particular interface. This is the interface of the Pinecone website. So have you opened it guys? Tell me. Are you installing this? Are you installing all the library which I have written over here? Have you opened this Pinecone website? Because from here I have to generate the API key. If we are not going to generate a API key, in that case we won't be able to call this Pinecone, right? So please do let me know if you have opened it. So is it getting blurred or what? So my screen is blurred. Please do confirm, guys. Please do let me know, because I can see it is not a blurred one. It is crystal clear actually, and I can see in my screen. Please do confirm in the chat, guys. Please write it down in the chat if you have opened this pine cone, and if you can clearly see this particular screen. Yes or no? Great. Now, see here. This is my pine cone. Now, what you will do? See, if you are doing it first time, then you need to sign up. What you need to do? You need to sign up. So just click on this sign up free, and here you can basically you can sign up. It will ask you the email ID, username, and it will ask you the like organization name and all. It's a optional one only. You just need to provide your email ID, or you can directly sign up by using your email ID, right? You can directly sign up by using the email ID. It is a very simple step. Just click on the sign up, and then sign up by using your email ID, and automatically you will be logged in. So I already did it. Over here you can see I did it, and this is the interface which you will get after the sign up, right? So first you need to open the Pinecone website. There you need to sign up, right? And after the sign up, what you will do, guys, tell me. After the sign up, automatically you will be logged in, and you will find out this particular page. So if you are doing along with me, so yes, I can wait for you. You can let me know in the chat, and if you have done till here, then I will proceed. Tell me, guys, fast. Waiting for a reply. So if you are hearing me, if you are listening to me, then please do let me know in the chat. Fine. So let's start now. Here you can see, guys. What you need to do. Uh, Here, yeah, in your case actually it is saying create the index. Now let me do one thing. Let me delete this index. So I will show you from the starting. So how to create the index and all, and what is the meaning of it. So let me delete this particular index, and here, guys, you can see I deleted this index. Now in your case it is giving you the option for creating an index. Actually, see, if you are using a free version, if you have created a free version, right? So in that case you can only create a single index, right? If you are using a free tire of this pine cone, so in that case you only can create a single index, right? So now the first thing what you need to do, guys, so here you need to click on this API key. Left hand side you can see this API key. Just click on this API key. Now once you will click on the API key, so it will give you the option for creating an API key, and one key you will find it over here by default. So they have given you one key, that's the by default key. This one actually, this one. Okay, so this is the by default key which you can see over here, which everyone will get it, right? And now here this is my key which I have created by clicking on this create API key. Got it? So here this is my key which I have created, or they will give you the by default key. You can use this also, otherwise you can create a new also. Both are fine, right? So if you have this by default key, now you are well and good till here, right? You are fine till here. So tell me, guys, are you getting this key? Arij, I think, see, there is some problem from your side, because I can clearly see that everything is fine in my system, and it is visible to all of other student. So please check from your side as well. It is working fine or not. Please check in your phone. Just try to refresh your system if you are getting the blur screen. Because in my screen the feed is fine, and I think no one is complaining about it. So please check once. Yeah, so if you are getting a default key, then it is fine. So if till here, right, if till here you proceed along with me, then it is fine. Now let's go back to the code. Now here is my code, guys. Here is my code file. Here is my IPynb file. So here, guys, you can see. So I install this libraries: pip install LangChain, Pinecone, PyPDF, OpenAI, Ticton. I installed all the required libraries over here. Now let me do one thing. Let me write down the further code. So here in the next cell, after installing all the library, whatever was there, I am running this like I'm running a further cell. So here, guys, what I need to do. So here now I am going to import all the libraries. So here I have written the import statement. Now let me show you those import statement. Here is the import statement, guys. So the first import statement is py-pdf directory loader. This is the first import statement. The second import statement is recursively character text splitter from the LangChain itself. Now the third one, OpenAI embedding, right? And the fourth one, you'll find out that's the OpenAI itself. Then we are going to import this Pinecone from the vector store, which is there inside the LangChain. I'm using LangChain only, and I told you this LangChain is a wrapper on top of each and every API, right? So whatever thing, uh, see whether like you are, if you are going to build this LLM based application, if you are using this LangChain, so you will find out everything inside the LangChain. It's a wrapper on top of the every API, on most of the API. So here you can see you can import this Pinecone from here itself from the LangChain, right? So from LangChain dot vector store, and there is what, there is a Pinecone. Now LangChain dot LLM, here is a OpenAI. Now LangChain chains, here we have a retrieval QA. Each and everything will be clarified once I will write it on the code only. Now here you can see LangChain dot prompt, and here is what prompt template. So you already know about the prompt template. You already know about the OpenAI. You already know about the PyPDF directory loader. This thing, recursive character text splitter, OpenAI embedding, and retrieval QA. This thing is a new one. So definitely I will explain you it. Don't worry. So what I can do here, let me do one thing. If you are doing along with me, I can give you this particular code, and for that, what I can do, I can share this code share.io, where I will be writing. Let me share with all of you this code share.io. Okay, just a second. Mm, code share.io. Yeah, so here I can copy my entire code. This is the code. This is the import statement, and here is what? Here is my all the library. So which you need to install all the packages which you need to install. Now this is the just wait, let me copy it from here. This is the packages. Yep, it is fine now. And this is the import statement. So import statement, and here uh required package, required package, right? Now let me give you this particular link. So here I'm giving you this link inside the chat. Just wait. Here it is. Here is the session which is going on. Now just wait. Here's the link, guys. Here's the link of the code share.io. So please do confirm. Did you get it, guys? Yes or no? Please do let me know inside the chat if you got this particular link. Yes or no? I given you this link inside the chat. So please do confirm. And don't worry, my team will also give you that. My team will ping you this link. So inside the chat itself, if I'm not able to do it, just a second. This one. Okay, so I hope it is fine now. Yeah, so now I hope you got a link. Please do let me know in the chat. Please do confirm. I'm waiting for a reply. And see, guys, just copy and paste the code. Don't remove from here, right? Don't remove, don't cut it from here. Just copy and paste. Yeah, copy the entire code and uh run it inside your this IPynb. Yeah, so I'm waiting. Please do it, and then I will proceed further. Yeah, this one. Can I proceed? Yes, this file will be available over the dashboard. Vishnu Vishwakarma is saying, sir, did not get a link. I pasted, na? Pasted inside the chat. Just look into the chat, live chat. Check with your live chat. We have given you that inside the chat itself. Fine. So now let's move further. Here, after installing all the library, I need to import this statement. So here you can see uh, I'm able to import this particular statement. Okay. So I have imported this particular statement. Now, guys, what I will do here in this my local workspace, in my this workspace, I'm going to create one folder, right? So I'm going to create one folder, and for creating a folder, there's a command mkdir. So here I'm going to write it down, mkdir pdf, right? So here I'm going to create one folder. The folder name is going to be a pdf. So see guys, left hand side, if you will look into your workspace, you will find out the pdf folder. Now inside this pdf, I have to upload the pdf, and from there itself, see, I can upload the text file, or I can upload the pdf, excel, csv. So I just require the data, right? So I'm showing you this embedding and all. I'm showing you this embedding, and then I will store it, then I will query it. So on top of the real-time PDF only. I'm not going to create any dummy data over here, right? So in front of you only. So here, let's say I'm opening my Google, and from here I'm searching about this attention all your need, right? So this is the transformer research paper. So let me open this research paper and let me download it inside my system. So here what I'm going to do, guys, so here I'm downloading this particular mm, yeah, here I'm downloading this particular research paper inside my system, right? So see guys, what I can do, I can keep the name transformer, right? So this is my PDF. Now what I will do, guys, here, let me check the size of this PDF. If it is a huge one, then definitely my NeuroLab won't allow to me. Let me check if I'm able to upload it or not, this transformer in my NeuroLab. So here what I will do, I will click on this upload button here, and I will click on my transformer. So as soon as I will click on this, I will be able to select it, then open it, and here you can see my neural lab is saying entity is too large. So what I can do here, I can compress this PDF. So for that, I can use any online compressor. So if your file size is little huge, so in that case you can compress it if you are going to upload it inside your neural lab. So here I'm writing about PDF compressor. So here you can compress the PDF with any free compressor. Now here I'm using this particular website. I'm opening my PDF, and here it is giving you the recommended compression. Now if I will click on the compressed PDF, mm, so it got converted into a 137 MB from 2.11 MB. Now it is saying to me you can download it. So I am downloading this particular PDF, and here transformer compressor, right? So I got my compressed PDF. It is very simple step. You can open the Google and you can search about the PDF compressor. If your PDF is too huge, let's say, see here we are using a PDF now for getting a data, for collecting a data, right? Real time data. So for that only, like I use this PDF compressor because this Neurolab is not allowing. Okay, the file basically which is having the size around 2 MB, 2.11 MB. Now let's see we are able to upload it or not. So what I will do here, I will use this transformer compressed, and if I'm going to upload it, still it is saying that request entity too larger. Okay, just wait. Let me compress it again. Select PDF, and here is a compressed PDF because I want to make it small only. Now extreme compressor. Okay, this one only. Let's see what will be the size of it. No, just a second. Select PDF, and here compress PDF, extremely comparison. Uh, the size is going to be 1.3 MB. I don't think this lab will allow to me. Just a second. Otherwise, I will have to use any other file. Just a second. Let me check. So it is saying request entity too large. No issue, no worry. See what I did actually. Let me show you my download section. So here, before the class itself, I was exploring it and I downloaded couple of PDF. So this was the PDF actually. This is a YOLO research paper. So let me show you this particular PDF. This one. See, this is the YOLO research paper, YOLO V7. Okay, YOLO V7. As of now, I was trying to show you with attention all you need paper, but it is not allowing because the size is little huge. See the size of this compressed file 540 KB only. Now here the size of this transformer compressed around 1339. So actually it is not allowing to me to upload this particular PDF. So in that case what you can do, so here you can we can use this YOLO V7 paper. Now what I'm going to do, let me first of all rename this particular paper. Okay, I will have to close it from here. Just a second. Now let me rename this paper. So here I'm going to write it down YOLO V7. So this is what? This is my YOLO V7 paper. And now let me upload it over there. Because I want a data and I'm going to read the PDF, and from there itself I'm going to collect my data for converting into an embedding. So now see it, we have uploaded this particular PDF. So if your PDF is exceeding the size, the size is around 1 MB, so it won't allow to you. You cannot upload the PDF in a neural lab. So don't worry, it will be solved in our near future sessions. So our team is working on that, and it is we are making it more powerful as well. So don't worry, many more functionality you will find out over here itself inside the lab. Now we got this YOLO V7. Now what I will do, guys, so here I'm going to read this PDF. So for that already I'm for that basically already I have imported this particular class. So here I'm passing it, I'm copying and pasting over here, and then here I'm writing PDFs, right? So once I will write on the PDFs, so see it is giving me that PDFs is not defined. PDFs, where is a PDF? Okay, so actually I will have to pass in a double quote. Just wait, let me take in a double quote. Yes, so I'm able to load this PDF actually, whatever we have inside this PDF folder. Now what I will do, guys, here I'm going to write down the loader. So this is what? This is my loader. And now what I will do, guys, so here I will call loader dot load, right? So by using this particular code, I will be able to read my PDF. See, this is what? This is my PDF. Now here I can collect this data. So this is what? This is my data, which I'm going to be convert into a vectors, which with that I'm going to making a like embeddings and all, and that embedding I'm going to store inside my database, inside my vector database, which is a Pinecone, right? So now let me show you this data. So here is what, guys, here is my data, which you can see over here, and it is in a list format, list form. So here just press 0. So you will find out all the data, entire data basically, whatever we have inside the PDF. This is what? This is my data, right? Now here we are able to load the PDF. Now guys, let me give you this particular code. So at least you all can run inside your system. So just a second. Here is a code, guys, this one for loading the PDF. And here we have one more function that's going to be a data dot load. So loader dot load actually, just a second, let me copy and paste over here, this one. So loader, and here basically we have a PDF and we are able to load the data. Now yes, we are able to get the data. Now what I will do, guys, so here I will perform the tokenization, right? So here the next step is going to be a tokenization one. Let me show you the next step. So what I'm going to do, let me do one thing, let me copy and paste, and here is what, here is my next step basically. So just look into the step. What I'm doing here, I'm calling this recursive character text splitter, right? And here my chunk size will be 500 and chunk overlap will be 20, right? So just go through and check over the Google, or what you can do directly, you can copy this particular import statement, open it, just copy it and open your Google and paste it over there. Then you will get the complete definition of it over here inside the lecture documentation. Now just look into that, just look into this recursively split by character. So this text splitter is recommended for one for generic text. It is parameterized by list of character. It is trying to splitting one of them in order to until chunks are small enough. The default list is this one, means if it is going to find out any character, right? So based on this particular character is going to divide the data into a tokens. This has the effect of trying to keep all paragraph and the sentences and the word together as long as possible, and those would generally seems to be strongest semantically related piece of text. So it is going to create a tokens, it's going to split the text, right? If we are passing any sort of a text to this particular method, so definitely it's going to be split in. Now over here, see, we are going to open this particular text. Here is what, here is my data. Now I'm going to create a I'm going to import this particular class, and here I'm passing the different parameter. So there is a chunk size, so set a really small chunk size just to show. So here the chunk size what, 100, chunk overlap 20, length function is length itself, and is separator regex is equal to false, right? Now here what I did, so here I call this particular method create documented, and here I am going to pass my data. So it will be able to create a chunks, it will be able to create a chunks which is having a size of 100, and the overlap, chunk overlap is equal to 20, right? Now let's do one thing, let's try to do it by using our data. Now over here you can see we are able to create a object of it. So recursively character text is splitter, chunk size 500, and chunk overlap is 20. Now here I'm going to create an object of it. So here is my object text splitter, and after that guys, what I will do, I'm going to call one method over here. So here let me show you the method. This is what, this is my method, a text chunk. So text splitter dot split document, this is what, this is my method, and to this particular method I'm passing my data, right? To this a particular method I am passing my data. Now let me run it, and here you can see we have the chunks of the text. So text underscore chunks. Now here guys you will see, so we are able to convert our text into a various chunks. Now let me show you. So here this is inside the dictionary. So let me do one thing, let me first of all mm, scroll down till last. Okay, and here I am going to pass this chunks. Now here let me write down the 0. So this is my first chunk, right? So where we have approximately 500 tokens, right? Now 500 chunks basically we have created from that, and this is the like first one, right? Now over here what I'm going to do, see, here I'm going to write it on the print statement, right? So I'm going to pass this value in a print function, and here you will see that we have a data. This is what, this is my data. Now here text underscore chunks, and in a square bracket we have a 0. Now what I will do, I will call this page content, right? So page underscore content. So here guys you will find out this is what, this is my content, right? So this is what, this is my first one. Now let me show you the second one. Here is what, here is my second one. See, uh here if I'm passing first, this is my second one, right? Now this is what, this is my third one, right? So here what I can do, I can pass two, and this is what, this is my third chunk. So we are going to convert, or we are going to divide our data into a chunks, right? And this is the first chunk, this is the second chunk, now here is the third chunk. This is what, this is my chunk actually. And from where, from our PDF data, right? From our PDF data. Now if you will check the length of it, so here let me do one thing, let me check the length of this text underscore chunks, right? So here is the length of text underscore chunks, chunks. Now you will find out the chunks length is 152, means total 152 are like paragraphs you will find out from the data itself, right? So the chunks basically which we are making, which we have made from the data itself, the data which we have loaded, right? So here is what, here is my 152 chunks, and this is my first, second, third. Now you can print the 152 chunks as well. So here what you can do, you can write it down the 151. Actually that will be a 152 chunks because the index is going to start from the 0. So now let me print it, and here you will find out the last one. So former for end-to-end object detection in proceeding the international conference or learning representation. Now if you want to do it, see, here I did it randomly, means if you will look into the first chunk, it is going to stop over here. If you look into the second chunk, it is going to be stop over here. But if you want to do it based on any requirement, right, and based on any meaningful context which is like required according to your problem statement, so for that you will have to look into the data, you will have to perform the text pre-processing over there, right? And then only you will have to put some sort of a logic, then okay, if this thing is coming, then only you have to cut the data. If this thing is coming, then only you have to cut the data, right? So here you will see, guys, like we are able to create chunks over here, right? So there is total 152 actually. Now what I will do after doing this thing, I have shown you the chunks and all. Now let me show you the next one. Now what I will do, guys, here, first of all, let me open the OpenAI API key. Now here I'm going to write it down, this import OS, and here os dot get env. Now here what I'm passing this OpenAI API key, right? I'm going to set my OpenAI API key. So all value will be in a caps. So OpenAI underscore API underscore key. Got it? Now here I'm going to pass my API key. Now let me generate the API key. I think I already generated it. Let me copy it from there itself. Let me open the open. Okay, here it is. This one. This is the API key. Now what I can do, I can paste it over here. This one. So yes, I'm able to set my open AI API key. Right? This is fine. Okay. Now get env for the assignment. What is this? Okay, OpenAI, which I don't want to fetch it actually, I want to set it. So there is a different like name, envir, ENVI ROM actually. This is the name. So I want to set the like API key in my environment variable, in my system environment variable. So this is the method. Got it? Now this is fine. We have created a chunks and everything is fine. Now what I will do, I will create the object of the OpenAI embedding class. So let me show you what I can do. I can open my OpenAI. Let me open the OpenAI itself. Just a second. OpenAI, right? Now here, just go with the documentation. Just click on the documentation over here. Yeah, this is your documentation. You just scroll down. There you will find out the embeddings. Got it? Now click on the embeddings. Here is embedding. Now, what you need to do, guys, here you need to import this embedding. Okay, this particular embeddings. Okay, so if I want to convert my data into a vectors, if I want to make it the vector actually, the context vector. So I'm going to use this embedding from the OpenAI. Now how I can do that, how I can use it, let me show you. So for that, what you can do, so here we have a class, direct class actually, OpenAI embedding, which I have imported over here. If you look into the import statement, right? So already I have imported this thing, and where it is, let me show you over here. See this one, OpenAI, right? OpenAI okay, this one, where it is, OpenAI embedding. So from LangChain actually we are going to import this OpenAI embedding. Now what I can do, I can create an object of it. So I'm going to create an object of the OpenAI embedding. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this thing inside the embedding itself. So this is my embedding, right? OpenAI embedding. Okay. Now the next thing is what? So here I'm going to write it down. I'm going to call one method. So the method is what? The method is nothing. So embedding dot, and here I'm writing embed underscore query. So embed underscore query, and here what I will do, guys, here I'm going to pass something. So here I'm passing how are you, right? So once I will run it, so here I passed how are you. Now see, it will generate the embedding for it. See, guys, it have generated an embedding. If see, I told you how it is going to generate an embedding. It's going to generate an embedding based on a features, right? Based on a feature. So I told you, guys, see, when I was talking about the word to bag, right? Just a second. When I was talking about the word to bag, when I was talking about the word to bag, so actually there was the vector, that the size was the vector of 300, right? 300 dimension. Now if you will look into the OpenAI embedding, so let's check the size of that. So this sentence actually they have converted into a vector. Now let's look into the size, that what size I'm getting for this particular vector. So over here I can copy it, and what I can do, just a second, let me scroll down because the vector size is very very huge. Just wait. Here is what? Here is my embedding. Mm, okay. Just wait, guys. So let me keep it inside the variable. Yeah, here it is, this one. So what I can do, I can directly call this length function over here. So let me show you the number of embeddings over here. So the number of embeddings is 1536. This is the length of the embedded vector. Getting my point, guys? Yes or no? So here is my sentence. How are you? I given this sentence, and based on this sentence, is it has generated one vector, which is the size of the vector is 1536. The size of the vector is 1536. Got it? So I hope this part is clear to all of you. Now, I got the vector, I got the length also. Now let's try to discuss so here we have this OpenAI, right? So we have this OpenAI actually. uh, we have the OpenAI API. We are able to call this OpenAI embeddings. Everything is working fine, everything is going seamlessly, right? Now over here, this is my data also. So we have a data, we have a OpenAI. Now it's time to import this Pinecone, right? So now let's like import the Pinecone, and whatever embedding we are going to generate from here, so the embedding I'm going to store in my Pinecone vector database. So for that, basically what I'm going to do here, the first thing which I'm going to write it down, that's going to be my Pinecone API key, right? There is two variable. Now what I can do, till here I think everything is fine. And please set your OpenAI key and call the, just create this model. Let me give you this thing over here, this one. So you all can copy, and all can run along with me. And this is also, let me remove it as of now from here. And yep, this is the one. Now you need to write it down your own. So here is what? Here is the open AI key which you need to set, right? And the next one, open AI embedding. And here, if you are going to call it, then everything is going fine, right? So just a second. This is the length of the embedding. Now the next one, basically, what I can do here, I can give you this particular code also. So, okay, first of all, let me remove this thing, this a particular thing, and here let me remove this thing also. So fine, now it is clear and you can run along with me. So please check out the link, this codeshare.io link inside the chat box, guys, and please try to copy from there. Please try to copy this code from there, right? Now, see guys, one more thing. If you are liking the session, then please hit the like button. Okay, this motivates me a lot. And please write down the comment. Please be active in the chat. If I'm asking something, see, I've seen many people are seeing this one. Many people are watching it in a live mode, but they don't interact actually. Please be interactive. If you are interacting, then definitely I will also get a motivation. I will show you like two to three more new thing. If you are not doing that, in that case, it will be hard for me also. I will stop it this session by explaining you one or two concept only. If you are asking to me, then basically definitely I will explain you few more things, few more concept. Got it? So please be interactive, please write down the chat, and please hit the like button if you are liking the session so far. Now guys, here what I need to do, I need to set the Pinecone API key, right? Pinecone API key. So from where you will get it, so just open the Pinecone website. So here is my Pinecone. Just go inside the API key, and here is my API key. So you can use the default also, or you can create the new also. So here I have created a new one. So let me copy this particular key and let me paste it over here. That is the first thing which I need to do, right? The second thing, I need to pass Pinecone API environment. So where I will get it, where I will find out this Pinecone, just click on the Pinecone website. Here is the environment name. Just copy this thing, copy this GCP starter, and here you can paste it inside the double code, right? So I think both thing is fine. Now let me set it. Okay, this is fine, this is clear. Now guys, what I need to do here, I need to import the Pinecone. So here I'm going to import the Pinecone. Yes, I imported it, not an issue. So there is no such issue with that. Now here guys, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to call one method, and this method is going to be a very important. So my method name is what? Pinecone init, right? See guys, over here, just look over here. This is not a typical at all. What we are going to do, see, this is the method, and which method we are going to call? Pinecone.init. So here itself in a Pinecone documentation you will find out. Let me show you. Just search over the just click on this document, and here is what? Here is a Pinecone documentation. Now just click on the quick start. Once you will click on the quick start now, so there you will find out the like all the thing, right? So here you need to import the Pinecone. Here you need to set, or you need to set your API key and your environment name. Everything is here, everything over the like website itself, in the documentation itself. I'm taking a reference from the documentation. Now the next thing is what? You need to call this init method. So let me do it and let me run it. Yes, this is done. We are able to do it. And here I can give you this code as well inside the code share.io. So this is the code guys which I am going to paste, and there is what? There is an import statement also which I am going to paste over here. Just a second. So you can copy along with me and you can run it, you can test it, because it is going to be a more interesting now. So this last 20 minutes is a climax of the session, and it's going to be a more interesting. So just wait for next 20 minutes and you will see the magic, right? So how efficient it is, how like it is working. Actually you will find out a final conclusion over here. Now we have initialized it. Now the next thing, we have to initialize the index name. So here is what? Here is my index name which I have to initialize. So where I will find out the index name? So just go through with your Pinecone, and here click on the indexes here, right? So click on the indexes and click on this create index. See this actually this Pinecone na, it is running on top of the cloud. Once you will search over the once you will search about this Pinecone, just let me show you. Search about the Pinecone. So open the website, and here you will find out that it is working on top of the cloud. So the server basically which is using it, cloud server. Cloud it is it is using the AWS server or Azure server. Anything we can use. Okay. Just a second, guys. Just a second. Just a wait. I think I'm getting some issue with the connection. Just allow me a minute. Just wait. Yeah, now I think it is fine. So, mhm. Yep, now it is clear. Now it is fine. So here, guys, you can see if we are talking about this pine cone, right? So if we are talking about this pine cone, now, so this actually it is being created on top of the cloud server. So here they have given you the entire detail. So just check with the product. Uh, so each and everything you will get about this Pinecone, right? And here you will find out that it is going to fully managed by the AWS server. Either you can use AWS or Google or Azure. And here there is a pricing detail also. So you will find out the pricing detail, how much it's going to be charged for the specific pod, for the indexes, the index which you are going to create, how you can scale it, right? Everything you will get it. So as of now we are using a free plan, free tier of the spine cone, but it is getting it's a chargeable also. So you will see the prices and all. Prices is 0.096 per hour, 0.11144 hour, right? This for the enterprise, this is the standard, this is the like just a free version of it. Just just go through with the website. Everything you will find out over there itself. Now here I have to create the index name. Now, how I can do it? How I can create the index name? So just click on the index, this particular index, and here it will give you the option for creating an index. So just write it down your name. Let's say my index name is testing, and here you need to mention the dimension, right? So just look into the dimension, that what was the dimension over there. So let me do one thing. Let me show you the dimension of that. So for that, basically just scroll up. See here, 1536. So this was the dimension actually. When I checked with the OpenAI embedding, so here you will find out that this is the dimension which I'm getting. You can check with regarding the other sentences also. So here, let's say if I'm saying something, whatever, let me do one thing. Let me copy and let me paste it over here. Here I'm saying, I am fine, right? Hi. Hi, I am fine. So this is what, this is my like sentence which I am writing over here. Now you will find out the embedding, and let me show you the dimension of this particular embedding. Now here you will find out the dimension is around 1536. It's the same one, right? So this dimension is nothing, it's a feature, right? So how many feature is there? I told you now, when I'm talking about word to back, there is 300 feature. I shown you this example. Just look into this particular example. So where this is a vocabulary and we have five feature. By using this five feature, I am representing my data. So here actually in OpenAI embedding, there is 1536 feature. By using that, they are representing a data. So here the size of the embedding is going to be 1536. So what you need to do, guys, here you need to write it down, 1536. Now it will ask you about the metrics. So what should be the metrics for the similarity search? So here there is a three option: dot product, Euclidean, and cosine. So here I am using the cosine because the cosine is a like little impactful compared to this dot product and the Euclidean, right? So here just click on the cosine, and here I am using the free plan of the pine cone, right? So now this is fine, this is clear. Let's create an index over here. If you are going to click on this create index, so it is creating an index. So index creating file to create capacity reads. Okay, so I already created one index. Now see, yeah, now it is fine. It is created, and here you can click on the connect, and there this will give you the all the details and all. Now this is what, this is my index name. Testing is what? Testing is my index name. I hope you are able to create this index, and here you will get this green dot, green icon. Now what I can do, I can pass the name. So here I can write it down the index, this my index name. That is what, that is a testing, right? So here is what, here's my index name. That's going to be testing. Now what I will do, guys, I will run this particular line, this one, this which I shown you, this one, pinecone dot index and equal to index. So let me copy it and let me paste it over here. Let me paste it over here, and here what I need to do, guys, tell me. Here I need to pass my index name, this one, right? So this index name actually I can pass directly, means I can pass this particular name or I can pass directly also, both are fine, right? So I believe you are able to set your index. Now what I will do, guys, so here just a bit. Okay, so now guys, you need to create an embedding for each text chunk. So let me copy it and let me paste it over here. This one, this is going to be here. This one. So this is what, this is my markdown actually. Just let me write it down like this. Yes. So now you need to create an embedding for each chunks. Okay. So this is what, this is my index, and now till here everything is fine, right? Now guys, what I will do, so I need to create an embedding, right? So for that, let me show you the code. So here is the entire code, this one, this is my entire code. So till here everything is fine. You just need to call this one, you just need to set this one. Let me give you this code as well. So from here you can copy from my codeshare.io, you can copy. Just a second, just a wait, let me give you this particular like line of code. And here guys you will find out. So now we have to create a embedding for each of the text chunk. So whatever chunk we have created from our PDF, I am going to create a embedding for that. Now here I'm saying from text t dot page content. See, I'm taking a text actually. This is a list now. So here I'm using this list comprehension. So this is my list of the text chunk. This is a text which we are getting. Now from here we are going to get a page content. What is a page content? I shown you. This is the page content. This one. So I'm using this for loop and I'm collecting all the page content over here, and I'm calling this embedding I'm using this I'm using this embedding object, and here is my index name basically, which I'm which I have created, this one. Okay, this is my index name. Okay, testing is my index name. So three argument we are passing over here. So pinecone from text, and this is what, this is the three argument which we are passing over here. First is data. First is what? First is a data. The second is embedding, and the third is what? Third is a index name, right? This one. Now if I will run it, so over here you will find out that it is saying embeddings is not defined. Okay, my name is embedding only. Now let me keep it embedding. Yeah, it is fine and it is working. So here is clear to all of you. Guys, can you see my... Okay, so can you see my VS Code? It is visible to all of you. Just a second. Now it is visible, yes or no? Just a second, guys. Just a second. Let me check once. Wait. I'm checking. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm checking. Right? Just wait. Just allow me a minute. Yeah. Wait, guys. Wait. I'm checking. Just allow me a minute. Just allow me 2 minutes. I'm checking with that. Now it is working fine. Now it is coming to all of you. Now can you see my code screen? This one. Yes or no? Don't worry. I will repeat it. I will revise all the thing. Don't worry. Right? Just a second. Just a wait. Mm, Don't worry. I can revise the thing whatever I did over here. So just a second. Now, see, what I was saying, we have created an index, right? So till index, I think it was fine. Now, I just created an embedding for each of the text chunk. Means whatever chunks we have created now, for that I'm going to create a indexing. Means I'm going to create an embedding, right? Now, from here, actually, see, this is my text chunk. This is my text chunk. One basically I'm iterating on top of that. I'm iterating on top of the chunks over here, right? Now I'm getting the first chunk, and then I'm collecting the page content. Similarly, you can see over here this one. I'm going to collect a chunk now. I'm going to collect a chunk now by using this particular list comprehension. By using this particular list comprehension, I'm going to collect a chunk. Now here is my embedding object which I have passed, and here is my index name which I have created by using the Pinecone website, right? Now just look into this codeshare.io. There I have given you the entire code till here. Now let me give you the last line also, which I have run which I have created over here. So here let me give you this particular line, and here is what, here is my doc search, this one. Now guys, what I will do, this is what, this is my doc search, right? Now I have to call something. First of all, let me show you that what we have inside this doc search. Actually, you will find out one object. This is what, this is the object, right? This is what, this is the object. See, uh here is what, here's a pine code. Now from text, actually what I'm going to do, from text I'm going to create a embedding. So whatever chunks we have, right, whatever chunks we have, regarding those particular chunks we are going to create a embeddings, right? So here you can see we are going to call pinecone dot from text, and here is what, here is my text, and here is my embedding, right? And here is what, here is my index name. Don't worry if you are not able to connect, I will give you the quick revision at the end, right? First just look over here and just see what is happening over here, right? So this is what guys, this is my doc search. Now what I will do, let me show you the next line, next step, that what I'm going to do over here. Okay, so here actually I'm going to find out a see, after running this particular statement, this pinecone dot from text, right? So here you are going to generate a embedding. Now just look into the dashboard, basically which we have over here. Let me show you. So once you will refresh it now, this one, so here you will find out all the embeddings, from our PDF, from our text, right? So just wait, let me show you that. Here guys, see, this is what, this is all the embeddings. Here is my text which I tokenize, which I converted into a small phrases. And regarding that, here is the embedding, this one. Just copy it and check. It is an embedding vector. So this text actually we are able to convert into a embeddings, we are able to convert into a vectors. And here you will find out the score also. So this is representing a similarity score, right? How much it is similar to other sentences, to other phrases, right? Here you can see this is what, this is my embedding. So don't worry if you are not able to correlate, just wait for some just wait for few minutes. I will give you the quick revision of it, right? I will give you the quick revision by writing each and everything, and then definitely you will be able to get it. Now here you can see this is what, this is my embedding related to the particular text, right? And here what we have, we have a score, right? Related to this particular text we have a score. This is what, this is the score. Now what I will do, so yes, we are able to create an embedding, and that embedding here you can see like it is visible. You can access here also, right, by using this doc search. I will show you how. So first of all, let me show you one example, one small thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm doing a similarity search. Now here I'm writing query, actually in my query, actually what I'm doing, I'm writing one statement, and let me do the similarity search over here. So here is what, here is my sentence guys, which I have written over here. YOLO V7 outperform which model, right? So this is what, this is my question, this is my sentence. Now here is what, here is my query, which I am going to which I have written basically. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out a similarity search, right? So let me do one thing, let me find out the similarity search now by using this vector. So here in this particular object we have all the vectors. Now I'm going to call one method that's going to be a similarity search, and here we are going to pass our query, this particular query which I have written. Now let me show you what I will get over here. So here you can see, as soon as I run this particular line, okay, this particular code, so in the docs what you will find out, let me show you. So in the docs actually you can see this is the similarity search, right? This is the similarity search basically which we are able to get. But the thing is, over here we are getting in the form of vector, in the form of numbers. It is not a proper sentences, right? Now let me show you how we can convert this number into a sentences, right? So I hope till here everything is fine. Don't worry if you're not able to correlate, if you're not able to understand. Once we'll create a project, or right after the session, after this particular session, I will give you the quick recap of it, right? So based on that, based on the quick recap, you can correlate this a particular implementation, and then you can revise it, right? And then you can revise each and everything. So over here you can see this is what, this is my embedding, this is my similarity search which I am able to generate by using this particular query. Now I'm getting a number, but I want a sentence. How I can get it? Let me show you that also. So for that guys, what you need to do, you need to create a LLM. Means you need to call the like OpenAI API. So over here, we have this OpenAI method, OpenAI, and here I'm going to create an object of it. So yes, definitely I'm able to call my OpenAI API, this one, by creating this particular class, right? So here is what, here is my LLM, right? Step by step, I'll try to go ahead. Don't worry. Now what I'm going to do here, here actually, I'm going to call this particular method. The method name is what? Retrieval QA, right? So this is what, this is my method name, retrieval QA. So this is the method. This actually this class actually, this is not a method, this is a class, and inside that we have a method. The method name is from chain type. So this is responsible for question answering. If I want to create a question answering system, so here in the OpenAI itself, you will find out this retrieval QA, right? Retrieval QA, and inside that we have a method. The method name is what? From chain type. So here what we are doing, we are passing this LLM, we are passing this chain type is stuff. Retriever is dog search dot as retriever, right? This dot as retriever. Here you will find out this particular method, right? Don't worry. Again, I will explain you this particular part. First of all, let me run it and let me show you that what I will get from here. So here I'm running it, and here you can see we are able to create this QA, the object of this retrieval QA, right? Now guys, what I will do here, let me write down the query again, right? So here is what, here is my query. This is what, this is my query. Now what I will do, I'm going to write down QA dot run, right? And inside this run, I am going to pass, I'm going to pass my uh query actually. This is what, this is my query, and let's see what I will be getting based on that. So here if I will write it down, this QA dot run, and inside my query, so now see guys what I'm getting over here. See, I'm getting a similar see, I'm getting an answer regarding this particular question. I'm getting a similar search, right? I'm getting a similar search over here regarding this a particular question. Now if I want to create a QA, the small QA system, so can I do it? Definitely we can do it. Now let me show you how we'll be able to create a small QA session over here. So based on the PDF, basically the PDF which I'm using for the data, right? And with that I have generated a vector, I have created an embedding, and now over here you can see we are able to do the query also. Here you will find out, so we are able to get it, we are able to we are getting this similarity search in the form of numbers, in the form of vector. But here once I call this LLM, once I call the OpenAI API, and here is what, here is my LLM. So I just use this retrieval QA, and there I passed my LLM, I passed my retriever. That's going to be a dog search itself, right? Dog search itself. Let me show you what is this dog search. It's the same object basically where my all the embedding is stored, right? So here what I can do, I can show you this dog search dot as retriever. Now see guys, here what we have the Pinecone actually. This is the vector database. OpenAI, we are using OpenAI embedding, and here my all the embedding is stored inside this particular object, right? Now you can see over the UI also. So here is all the embedding, this one, right, regarding the data. Now what I can do, see, I can create one small QA session, like QA system over here. For that I just need to write it down the basic code. So here is my basic code guys, this one. So let me import one module over here, that's going to be a sys. Now what I'm saying that here I'm asking about the input. So whenever I'm going to write it down the exit, so it will be exit, right? In this particular condition I have mentioned that. But here if I'm not writing down anything, right, so here it will be, if I'm going to write down anything apart from this exit, it will be continue. And here you can see what we are doing, QA. So here we are passing the query, whatever query we are getting from here, and finally we are printing the answer, right? Finally we are printing the answer. Now let me show you how the thing is running, this particular thing basically. So what I can do, let me run it, and here I am passing my input prompt. So my input prompt, let's say I'm asking about the YOLO. What is YOLO? So here, see, based on this particular query, it is giving me an answer. It is finding out the embedding, it is finding out the similarity search, and it has generated an answer based on a PDF. So this is the PDF question answering, right? We are asking a question from the PDF, and based on an embedding, it is able to generate an answer, Now I think you are able to correlate it that how the thing is working. I will give you the complete flow, right? Don't worry. Now here I'm asking who is invented the YOLO, right? So this is what this is my question. Now let's see. So here I got the name. I got the name. Now can you tell me about the so here what was the accuracy? What was the accuracy? What was the accuracy of the YOLO, right? So YOLO 7, YOLO V7. Now let's see what I will be getting over here. So here it is saying that YOLO V7 accuracy was 56.8, and here 56.8 AP test slash depth and AP min slash value, right? So the accuracy we are getting. Now if I will write down exit over here, so from here I am going to exit now, right? From this question answer system. Now guys tell me. Yeah, now it is perfect. Please, give me a quick confirmation in the chat if it is perfect now. Yeah, there was a issue from the internet side, from the system side. I don't know what was the issue. Screen got stuck in between itself. Okay, so let's try to revise this session. I can give you quick revision of that, and then we can close the session within 5 minutes, right? So here, guys, first of all, see, I'm using a Pinecone, and Pinecone is what? It's a vector database, right? So there are a couple of import statement which I imported. Now after that, see, what I want to do, I want to perform the embedding, right? I want to perform the embedding. So on top of the data only I'm going to perform the. So I will be having a data. The data is going to be text data. So from where I'm getting this data, I'm getting this text data from the PDF which we have imported, right? The YOLO PDF, right? Now here is what? Here is my PDF. After importing the data, what I did right after that, I converted into a chunks by using this text splitter. So here one chunk size will be approx 500 words, right? Inside one chunk we'll be having the 500 words, and chunk overlap I've given the 20. It's just a score that how many like words can be overlap in each and every chunk, right? The chunk has been created. Now this is going to be a chunk size, this is going to be a overlapping. Now this value, you will find out the value of this chunk overlap between 0 to 100, right? You can mention the value according to that. So we have created a several chunks. This is the list basically which I got after the chunking. So here we have total 153 chunk, and the each chunk is having average 500 words, means the size is around 500 over here. Got it? So this is what? This is my chunk. Now you will find out the complete list, and here you will find out 152 chunks, right? From the data I converted my data into a chunks, and there is 152 chunks actually, see over here. Now if you want to find out the content, the data from each and every chunk, so here is a like way. So this is my first chunk. From that like on top of that, I'm just going to be called this particular attribute page content, and there is what? There is my page content. There is what, guys? There is my page content over here, which you can see. Now guys, here you can see this is what? This is my page content. Now you can get like page content and all with respect to each and every chunk till 152, right? Over here. Now over here I have to set my OpenAI key. First of all, after chunking and all, this is fine. Now I have to set my OpenAI key, and from there I have to import this embedding. Now the size of the embedding is 1536. This is based on a feature, right? So this is the size of the embedding. Now this is fine. So first I got the data. The second, I have imported the OpenAI embedding. The third one, I have set it this key, right? So here I have set the Pinecone API key and Pinecone API environment. So here I have to set two things. The first is what? Pinecone API key and the second is Pinecone API environment. इसके बाद after that you can see over here I'm going to call this Pinecone init. Now here I'm going to pass this Pinecone API key and Pinecone API environment, right? I have initialized it, that's it. Now here I have to create an index. So for creating an index, just go with the Pinecone and here you will get an option to create an index, right? You can create a new index, but if you are in a free tier, so in that case you will be able to create only single index, right? And while creating an index you need to pass an index name, you need to pass an embedding, and you need to search the method cosine similarity dot product, or maybe some other method is there, so you can select a cosine similarity over there. Got it? After that guys, see, so after that what I did, so this is my index, basically this is the name of the index. Now what I did here, I called one method pinecone from text, and here is what, here is my text and here is my embedding and here is my index name. Getting my point? Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a embedding and that I'm going to store inside the database here, this one. Okay, so here I'm storing, I'm storing my embedding. Okay, here I'm storing my embedding into my vector database at this particular line. You can see over here, just open it and you will be able to find out the text and the vector along with that. Getting my point? Now after that what I'm going to do, see here, I'm going to query actually. Here you will find out the similarity score also, this one, right? So this is based on a similarity. It is going to similar or not regarding the other vectors. Okay, so this is the score which you can see. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out the similarity search. So here it is giving me a similarity search, but you will find out it is a vector. It is not giving me a sentence. So for that what I'm going to do here, see, I'm going to call my OpenAI API, and here this is my LLM, GPT model, text Da Vinci, whatever model is there. Now here is my chain type, it's a stuff, means it's a normal one, simple chain. Okay, now here you can see retriever. In the retriever actually this is my all the embedding, this is my all the embedding, right? So here I'm like calling this method retrieval qa, means here I'm like calling, here I'm creating an object of this retrieval qa, and there is what, there is my method from chain type, this is my model, LLM model, and here is my embedding, all the embedding from the vector database. Now this is what, this is my qa, right? I created an object of qa. Now here is my query, I am asking YOLO outperform which model. So here I am asking YOLO outperform which model. If I'm run qa.run, and here is what, here is my query, it will give me an answer. It will give me an answer based on a similarity search, and from where it is going to, from where it is giving me an answer, how it is going to search. So here you will find out inside the vector database we have a score, we have a vector, so it is checking with this particular score, and based on a similarity search, based on a cosine similarity, it is giving me an answer after searching. Okay, after searching inside the vector database, which is nothing, which is a pinecone, and here you can see the UI of that, where I have stored the where I have stored the embedding along with the text. Here you can see each and everything over the dashboard itself. Now let me scroll down, and here I have created a simple QA system. So based on this particular PDF, so you can say like QA QA like PDF QA. You can give the name, basically PDF question answering and all, whatever. So whatever PDF you are going to upload, or whatever PDF you are going to, so from whatever PDF you are going to collect our data, based on that you will be do a question answering, and based on a similarity score it is finding out a vector and it is giving you the response. And here you can see it is working fine for me, and I hope it is working for you as well. Now everything is clear guys, tell me whatever I have explained over here. I hope it is clear and it is perfect now. Now once you will revise it by yourself, once you will run this code by yourself, definitely you will get each and everything. So I just want a quick confirmation and then I will conclude the session. Okay. Tell me guys fast, and please hit the like button also if you like the session, if you like the content, and I have explained you from very scratch, from very starting. So please do let me know, did you like it? Now if you are able to understand, then please tell me. Sir, how the score is decided of the chunk based on a cosine similarity. So we have a vector, and regarding that vector, we are searching the we are like collecting a cosine similarity. We are finding out a cosine similarity while we are creating an index. At that time, we have like defined over there The vector search will be based on a cosine similarity. So that is a score of the cosine similarity. Okay. It can read all the pages, it can read all the PDF pages and all. You can read like entire PDF, whatever pages is there, not even single, all the like pages. Okay. You can check it, you can run it, you can take a like PDF where you have 10 to 15 pages, and then like try to read the PDF by using this PDF loader. Or you can use any PDF loader. I'm not restricting you to the till this LangChain only. Any PDF is there, just try to use that particular PDF loader. That's it. Great, fine. So I hope you have entire code over here. Now let me give you the further code as well. After this pine cone, that whatever I have written, you can directly copy from here, and don't worry, my team will give you the entire file and all. In our resource section, it will be uploaded. So here is a code for the QA. So let me give you that inside this code search. And apart from that, we have a code for the OpenAI and all. So let me give you that also. So Pinecone is fine. This is fine. Now, yeah, this is a doc search, which is here. Now let me, okay, this is already here. So now the next code is what? Retriever search. This is there. Okay, similarity search. Just check with that. Check with the similarity search. I think everything will be fine. Now the next is what? So next is this particular method, and here is this particular method. Now what I can do, OpenAI, yep, OpenAI is there, and here, okay, OpenAI is there. Now we have the next also. This is the method, and here you can call this QA dot run. So let me give you this, and let me give you this QA dot run, this one. So fine, I think now everything is perfect. Now everything is clear. Tomorrow I will teach you one more vector database. The vector database concept will more clear to all of you, and then we are going to initiate one more project that we are going to continue in our next week. So from Monday onwards, we are going to start one more project. But tomorrow I will explain you one more vector databases, and few more topic I will try to discuss with you, and I will discuss one project idea as well, the complete idea, related to that particular project. And from Monday onwards, we can start with that particular project, and we can implement in a live class itself. Okay. So fine, guys. Thank you. Thank you for joining the session. And here is the link. This is the link I think you got inside the chat itself. And tomorrow we are going to learn one more vector database where we are going to discuss few more things regarding this vector databases and all. Until thank you. Bye bye. Take care. So please enroll to this particular course. This free version. Okay. So a free community course. Just visit the website, iNeuron website, and there you will find out the dashboard itself inside this community program. Just go with this generative AI, and apart from that, you will find out the recording over the iNeuron YouTube channel. So please hit the like button, guys. If you like this session, please subscribe the channel and stay tuned for us for the like further updates and all. So whatever thing we are going to do, so you will get a notification regarding that if you are going to subscribe the channel. And many more things are coming in near future. So in the next week, actually, again we are going to start with one more project, which will be doing in a live class itself. So please stay tuned with us. Please subscribe the channel, hit the like button, and if you have any sort of a doubt, so please write down the comment section, and you can ping me, and you can write it down on my LinkedIn as well. So here is my LinkedIn ID. Let me show you that. So you can like write the message to me directly, you can DM me. And apart from that, you can post your learning over the LinkedIn. You can tag me, you can tag iNeuron, you can tag Chris sir, Sudhanshu sir, and definitely we'll look into that. We'll like it also, we'll share it, uh, and then your portfolio also will grow. So thank you, guys. Bye bye, take care, have a great day ahead.